Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutted, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam, put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the Start Sit Show. I am your host, Eric Vanek. You can find me on X at Eric Vanek NFL, and I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, T-Rock. T-Rock, what's going on, buddy?
How are you guys doing? This week, it's going to be a very critical week. It feels like if you're not already in the top 6, it's probably a fat chance you're going to be able to make it into the playoffs. But I'm doing pretty damn good, Evie. How are you doing this week?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. We're here week 9, so yeah, we're cooking, man. It's not too many injuries this week. One injury I did want to point out because I just learned about it this morning. I didn't even know it. Cooper Kupp unlikely to play tonight. So if you have Cooper Kupp, make sure you get him out of your lineups. I had to take him out of a couple just to. I didn't know he was going to not miss or was going to miss. So, but yeah, man, we're getting to that point, man. It's almost playoff time. It's, me and you have talked about it on podcasts. Like, if you've held that 2026 first all year, now is going to be the time to maybe move it, for a trade to get that hammer for the rest of the year for you. So, yeah, it's time to start, like, evaluating your teams and going into the playoffs and got to make the right lineup decision. So, yeah, it's a very important time right now.
Well, I personally like to hold on to that first until like week 13, week 14, right before the playoffs, just to make sure I'm not trading for the next Cam Scatabo. And
Right.
RIP to everyone who played Marvin Mims last week. So hopefully that didn't cost you guys a playoff spot, but you guys can thank Alan and Maddie for that one. So
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's get into our questions here. If you guys have any questions, make sure you post them up in the chat here. We will get to we usually get to all of them as we go. So we got the Dynasty Berry show lined up here for us. So we're gonna get through his here. Maddie started us off here this morning. Sam Darnold, Brissett, JSN's my wide receiver 1. I think I'm playing Darnold.
And I'm playing Brissett because Brissett is playing against the Dallas Cowboys, and he's looked pretty damn solid. I mean, Sam Darnold has also looked pretty solid as well. But the over-under on the Cardinals and Cowboys, I think, is one of the highest of the week. So if you want to go for I believe that's Monday Night Football. They're both primetime games. I don't think you can go wrong with either or, but I just like Brissett slightly over with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see the matchup wise. Jacoby's got the better matchup, but if you're starting JSN, I think I'm just gonna play them both together. Like, you want them both to do good, and if they do, you're gonna smash. So I'm gonna go with that. Cole World, the Rat, he's got one here for us. Start one running back: RJ Harvey, Tyrone Tracy, Terrell Jennings. It's definitely not Terrell Jennings, my guy. So RJ Harvey or Tyrone Tracy. Which one are you gonna start there, and then we'll get to the last part.
So I have Harvey a little bit lower despite the blow-up game. I have Tyrone Tracy at 14. So I'm going to go with Tyrone Tracy over RJ Harvey, but as my flex, I'm going to put RJ Harvey in.
Okay. I think I am going to go with Tracy and Butte. I think there's going to be my two guys I think I'm going to go with here. I like Butte. He's got 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games. He's been the guy that's been catching their touchdowns for him. So I'm going to go with Butte in this one, especially with, really no running game there. Like, it's Travion and Terrell Jennings. That's it. And I don't know if Travion's going to get it done. He hasn't got it done all year. So I could think the Patriots might throw a lot more today, or May might run the ball a little bit more. So I'm going to lean Butte and Tracy on that one. That's my reasoning.
Alrighty.
All right, here we go. The DB show. He's got R.J. Harvey, Michael Carter, Jordan Mason, Zach Ertz. Pick 1.5 PPR league.
So I do believe I have Mason the highest of all those. Oh, shit. Tab. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jordan Mason over RJ Harvey, and I'm definitely not playing Carter. Let me see where I have Ertz.
So did you see the report that Michael Carter was the starter in like their practices or whatever?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. If I had to like try to discern how that's going to all play out, I still think Bam Knight has the best chance of getting the most points, but I think all of them are going to be involved, and they're just going to go with the hot hand. Whoever is looking the best early on in the game is going to get the majority of it. But I do want to stay away from Mike Carter. And as far as Ertz goes, Ertz is a top 12 play for me this week, but that's still not, I think, good enough for me to play him over Mason. So,
okay. I think I am going to lean. Yeah, half PPR is kind of. I'm gonna go RJ Harvey on this one.
Okay.
I don't love Jordan Mason. He was absolutely awful last week, and I just don't know.
JJ McCarthy experience could be really bad,
right?
But it is the Lions beat up defense. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Carter, I definitely don't trust. And Ertz, if it was a regular PPR, I think I'd probably go Ertz, but I think I'm going to lean Harvey with the half PPR because Ertz isn't getting like over 50 yards, So that's where I'm going to lean. DB's got another one here. Rico Dowdle, RJ Harvey, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore. Pick 1.5 PPR league.
I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison. If you can't play him this week against the Cowboys, when are you guys ever going to play him? I mean, he's got arguably slightly Brissett being a QB upgrade over Kyler Murray. And I know a lot of people are asking about Brissett. Is that official?
Yes.
As far as, okay, just wanted to double check on that. So I'm just going to go with Marvin Harrison Jr. DJ Moore, a lot of the receivers out of Chicago are banged up. He might have to play more RB. It's just going to be him and Kyle Monangai. So we might actually see him more out of the backfield this week. But despite all that, I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Marvin Harrison too. Like you said, big matchup here. Monday Night Football. Should have a good one in this one. So, yeah, I'm going to go Marv as well. Woody Marks, Bam Knight, Zach Charbonnet. Sit one of these guys in a half PPR league. You're on mute.
I am. Let me go with I'm going to go with Zonovan Knight and Woody Marks. I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Zonovan and Charbonnet. I'm actually going to sit Woody Marks. I think that's going to be a tough matchup that the Texans have. And also, too, Bam Knight has looked pretty decent when he's gotten more of the opportunities. I think Michael Carter getting cut and re-signed. I don't know. I think that's just a little bit weird.
Yeah, I think that was just for like paper purposes, basically. But I agree with you as well. I think I'm gonna sit Woody in this one. The over/under on that game is only 40.
Yeah.
So they're expecting that to be a lower scoring game here. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna go Bam and Sharp as well. I'm gonna start those guys. Another one here. We got Brissett, Gino, JJ McCarthy. Sit one of those guys. Which one are you gonna sit?
I think I'm going to sit McCarthy. I mean, we've only seen him play, like 2 games, and one was solid and the other one was really, really bad. So,
right.
I want to sit JJ McCarthy, but Geno Smith has looked terrible, and I only have him one spot ahead of him. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Brissett and Geno, but that's an ugly trio of QBs. So, worry about your
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Brissett and man, Gino's been so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brissett's definitely a lock. He's in there. Damn. I think I'm gonna go with Gino just because I know he
Mhm.
can throw up the ball a little bit more. He's got Bowers back. They've been
Yep.
throwing the ball to Genty. Jacoby Myers is back this week too. So yeah, give me Gino with his full complement of guys. Whereas McCarthy, I just want to see it, man. Like we
Mhm.
haven't really seen it. So another one from DB: Xavier Leggett or Torrey Horton in full PPR with Cooper Cup out. So Horton would be the number 2, Leggett number 2 as well.
I'm gonna go with Horton. You talked about it. You opened the show with it. Cooper Cup not playing in this one. We haven't really seen that much from Cooper Cup anyway throughout the season, so I don't think it makes that whole hell of a lot of difference. I want to see Horton have one of those blow up games that we saw from earlier in the season. He's been kind of quiet, and Xavier Leggett, I feel like the best that we saw from him was when Andy Dalton came in at the end of that one game. So it's hard to play Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going with Torrey Horton as well. I trust him a little bit more than I do Leggett. Even though
Yeah.
the Panthers probably have to throw the ball a little bit more today, I'm still going to go Horton. Another thing too, like Bryce Young, like I was looking at his prop bets for today, he could like barely get over 200 passing yards. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, Drake May has that in like a fucking half. Like, what are we doing?
Well, it is the Packers defense. I mean, it's arguably
Right.
one of the best. So
Right.
it's going to be brutal for the Panthers this week.
Right. DB's got one more here. We got Bam, Xavier Leggett, Singletary, pick one full PR. It's Bam all day.
Yeah.
So we'll move on from that one. Let's see here. We got one from Twitter or from X. Need a last minute wide receiver streamer, Dobbs or Parker Washington, half PPR. Any other suggestions would be great too. So, what do you think about these two? And then can you think of any other guys that maybe Torrey Horton's your guy?
Well, I have Romeo Dobbs as a top 30 option, so I have him decently higher than Parker Washington. Let me see in my rankings if there's anyone that would be on the waiver wire. That's kind of
Yeah,
surprising. Romeo Dobbs is there.
I'll pull up some guys too here, real quick. I know like Pat Bryant could be a guy with Marvin Mims missing, so that's an interesting one. That's like really deep though. I'd probably still play Dobbs, but like playing over Dobbs, let's see if there's like anybody out there that we could consider that could be on the waiver wires here. Would you play Trey Tucker or Romeo Dobbs?
Romeo Dobbs. Not with the Geno experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Fantasy Pros, and they have Dobbs at 31, and the guys like below him are Jawan Jennings, Jordan Addison, Jamison Williams, who I really like today, Jacoby Myers, Josh Downs. You're not picking up any of these guys off waivers. Like Parker Washington and Trey Tuckers and Troy Franklins and Dobbs are probably your best options. So I think I'm going to leave Dobbs on this one too.
Yeah, and it is tough with the Packers receivers. I mean, this could be a Christian Watson game. This could be a Matthew Golden game. This is like kind of a carousel. But Romeo Dobbs, I feel like of all of them is the safest outside of Tucker. So
yeah, I have a bunch of those guys, so I get it for sure. All right, here we go. Another one. Justin's got one for us. Why isn't Elijah Mitchell up from the practice squad? Chiefs are trotting out CEH. Mitchell that bad? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they're both pretty fucking bad.
they still want their investment back on that first round pick. That's why.
Yeah, I would just play Carson Steele, to be honest with you, over all those guys.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's the Chiefs running game.
Here we go. One from ETW. Travion, Chuba, Shaheed, or Kraft at flex and PPR.
Kraft.
Yeah, I think I'm going Kraft. Like even if it's non-tight end premium, just regular old PPR, I'm going Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, just check out the video that me and Fizz just came out, our first pre-recorded video. We went into all the top tight ends. Kraft is right up there with McBride and Tyler Warren this season. He's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Our guy Geist has one in a .25 per carry, half PPR, best ball. Send a late 26 second plus Devin Neal for Debo and Bam Knight. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Is this for redraft?
No, best ball, half PPR, but it might be for redraft. But even if it's
Uh,
dynasty, what do you think? I mean, even for dynasty, I'll do it.
yeah, I would not do that. I mean, I already know that you're the certified Debo stan and I'm the certified Debo hater. I'm not sending a second for Debo, who does not have a long history of longevity, being able to be healthy throughout the season. And I don't want anything to do with a Bam Knight. I mean, that guy's going to be a zero on your team next year. So for me, this is Devin Neal in a second for Debo, and I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well, here's my side then.
All
Devin
right.
Neal, Bam Knight are probably the same thing. Like they're
Yeah.
just going to be a backup running back. Like it's like even. Like Bam Knight has the opportunity right now, and he's been playing solid. Like I think he's got like a roster spot for next year, probably pretty decently.
Hmm.
Devin Neal will too because he's on a rookie contract, so I get that. And then a late 26 second for Debo. Like this draft class, that late 26 second is not going to be good. I'm just telling you
Yeah,
now.
I just
And
think that
Debo is going to be the number one the rest of the year. I don't even know if McLaurin plays the rest of the year.
yeah, I mean that could very well be the case, and I think it's just a little bit too early. Like, could you get Mike Evans in week 14 or 15 right before your playoffs with this deal? Could you get
I think
like
Mike
something
Evans
in
is
that
out for the
range?
season, or pretty close to it.
He might come back for the last couple of weeks. So it's worth just waiting on when you have a little bit more clarity than a guy that just has never stayed healthy. That's just the only
Right.
thing with Debo
Okay.
Samuel. He is in a prime spot. I think if we knew he was going to be healthy, then yeah, absolutely. I
I
wouldn't
mean, but
mind
I
this
could say that about
whatsoever.
every player. If I
Exactly,
knew
which
he was
is why
going to be
I
healthy.
wait
Yeah.
until the very last couple of weeks of the season. Me
Okay.
personally. So
All right. Frostbane's got one. Need one. PPR. Jacoby Myers, Rashid Shaheed, Calvin Austin, or Christian Kirk. Which one are you going to go with here, T-Rock?
let me see where I have Jacoby this week because he is coming back. He's not super high, but he is higher than Rashid Shaheed, who's we're going to see what he looks like with Tyler Shuck. Calvin Austin, I think, is coming back for what off IR. This is his first game back. And then
He
Christian
played last
Kirk.
week.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jacoby Myers. I think he's the
Yeah.
best of all these guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. Kirk coming off a hamstring injury, he could easily blow that out the fucking first drive. Calvin Austin, I just don't trust it. Shaheed with the new quarterback, definitely don't trust it. Jacoby Myers, I think, is the most solid, and maybe they feature him a little bit because they're trying to trade his ass. So who knows?
Yeah.
Hey fellas, Emmanuel Wilson or Tajay Spears today? I think this is a really good question. Who you got?
Tajay. I think
Tajay.
that's yeah.
I think it's really close though, because I could see Wilson getting in there, especially
Mhm.
when Packers are up a ton late, and putting up some stats. So I do like Wilson today, but I think I'm with you. I'm gonna go Tajay, especially like in a PPR setting. I think he can get some catches.
This could also be one of those games where maybe the Packers want to get their receivers a little bit, more in sync, more of a gel there. It's basically like a practice, for them and between Jordan Love and Christian Watson. So I could also
Right.
see them trying to really go through the air this week too.
Okay. All right. Next one we have here is from Dr. B. Flexes. Darnell Mooney, Matthew Golden, Noah Fant, and a 1.5 tight end premium. Which one are you sitting of these three?
Okay, this one's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Darnell Mooney, I do have ahead of Golden. Let me see where I have Fant.
And Joe Flacco is playing, so Flacco will be in there.
Nice. I have it tight. Whenever I have tight ends in the 20s, like Fant, it's just like it's so hard to be able to start them. So I'm just gonna go with Golden and Mooney.
Okay. Yeah,
Penix is playing. We don't have to see what happened last week against the Dolphins. So
Yeah, God, I never want to see that again. Yeah, I'm gonna go Mooney and Golden too. I think I'm just gonna stick with those two receivers on this one.
hmm.
Cole World's got another one for us. Hendo, Monogny, Marks, Harvey, or Bill. Start three of these guys. Which three are you gonna go with?
I know I'm definitely going to go with Monanganai as one of the first ones. Travion Henderson, I'm going to start. Where is Ja'Cory? Okay. I think I'm going to go with Endo, Monanganai, and Marks. But Marks is only one spot ahead of Bill for me. So
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Henderson for sure, just because he's like the only option.
yeah.
Monogny, he's the only option there too. So I think those two are pretty good locks. I think we both agree on that. The third one, you could definitely make a case for any of the three. I think I'm
Hmm.
gonna lean Marks as well, just because of his receiving upside. He has been getting like 3 to 4 catches a week, plus his rushing too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Woody Marks in this one too.
Nice.
Dr. B's got another one. Brashard Smith or Dobbins versus the Texans. I think I'm probably just
Dobbins.
going to lean Dobbins. Yeah. Brashard Smith really fucked me last week in a couple of prop bets, so he's on my shit list. Jason has one for us. A lineup question for a 12-man PPR league. I have Kittle and Ferguson for tight end. I could start both of them or put Jamison Williams at my flex instead of one of the two tight ends. Thoughts? All right, so would you play both tight ends? Like, just it seems like it's just a regular PPR league and sit JMO, or would you play JMO and one of these tight ends? And which tight end would you sit?
I do have Kittle ahead of Ferguson, but they're both top 10 options. So I'm going to go with the tight ends. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to think twice. JMO has been gone or like basically hasn't shown up for like over a month now, as far as in the production.
Yeah,
So it's just hard to play him.
he's got the squeaky wheel treatment though this week though. They coaches and all that were talking about, hey, we gotta
Yeah.
get him the ball. I feel bad about it. I think this is gonna be a big JMO game. I think I'm gonna lean Kittle and JMO on this one, and I'm gonna sit Ferguson because he hasn't been as good with Lamb back and Pickens going and all those guys, and plus Javante running the ball really well. I think he may take a little bit of a back seat again, so I'm gonna go Kittle and JMO for me.
The other thing is also too like his last like 3 or 4 games against the Vikings have been not that great. Yeah. So he's gone for 6 catches and 34 yards, 1 catch -4 yards, 5 catches 43 yards, 1 catch 41 yards and a touchdown. This is last 4 games against the
Against
Vikings.
the
So
Vikings. Okay. Yeah, I think he maybe gets it going today, so I'm just gonna trust JMO on that one and trust the
I'm
narrative.
playing him in one game or in one league. So I hope you're right about this one.
Okay. I think this one's really easy. Jacoby or Shock. I'm playing Jacoby easy.
Yeah.
This is like
That would be so hilarious if Tyler Shuck actually has a good game and somehow looks better than the Spencer Rattler
you watch
experience.
you watched
Uh,
Moneyball the movie, right? Well, you got
oh
the Ace
yeah,
hat on. Of course you have.
it's my favorite sports movie of all time.
One of my favorites as well. So I'm gonna give you an analogy here. We got Jacoby Brissett here, and we got 50 feet of dog shit, and then we got Tyler Shuck. So that's where we're at.
Absolutely love that. That was awesome.
Dr. B, last flex, ETN, Marks, Sharbs, DK, or Brashard, full PPR. I think I'm just going to lead ETN off the bye.
Yeah, let me just double check where he's
And no
at.
Travis Hunter, which we haven't talked about either.
That is really rough for them, but yeah, Travis Etienne is a top 20 play. All those other guys are well outside the top 30 or 40. So
Yeah, I think we go with Travis Etienne, but I am curious to see if they get Bayshal Tootin going after the bye here too. Does he cut into some of that work? So that could fuck us on Etienne a little bit.
yeah,
Tunchi's got one for us. Full PPR flex, Brashard Smith or Bill or Torrey Horton in a full PPR league. Which one you got there?
I want to go with Baby Billy on this one. He's still the RB1 out of Washington. I'm not going to play a backup or a rookie number 2 wide receiver over a number.
Yeah, 3 rookies here. I'm going to go with Bill as well. I think he's got the more steady situation there. Plus, Jaden Daniels is back. That's going to help Bill a little bit too, rush the ball. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Bill as well. Traylon Burks or Jalen Tolbert. I mean, I think Jalen Tolbert is going to be the only one who's active. So, I'm going to go with Tolbert.
Yep, process of elimination right there. Tolbert.
I mean, there's got to be somebody you can pick up that's better than that. Like Jalen Tolbert, I've been debating about dropping because he's only playing like 14% of the snaps. Like I would pick up Ryan Flournoy and play him over both of these guys, like easy.
Yeah, it is tough. But yeah, definitely Tolbert over Burks.
Yep. Patty's got one for us. Chuba, Algier, or Jeremy McNichols? Interesting question here.
Chuba. Yeah, it's not really.
Chuba. Even with them announcing Dowdle's going to be the starter and handle the majority of the carries.
At least with Chuba, he's the 1B. I mean, I don't think he's like the number 2. So it's just like he's still a team captain. They still love him. He's still coming back from injury. He's 1 week further removed from it, and he's still very talented. So Rico Dowdle is just on a whole other level. I think he just heard all the shit I was talking about him last year, and it's definitely proven me wrong. But Chuba is not bad. So I'm going with Chuba over Algier.
I think I'm going to go McNichols in this one.
Really?
I think I have to throw the ball a little bit more where he's going to have to catch the ball. Algier against the Patriots have been really good against running backs this year.
Mm-hmm.
That was from Maddie on our walkthrough show. And then Chuba, I just think he takes a back seat today. And I think McNichols, they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit more. So, yeah, I'm going to go McNichols on this one. I think it's really close, though, between the three.
Yeah, I mean, I have Chuba, like, at the bottom of my RB rankings. It's not good, but...
Go ahead. I'm going to make one point. If it's a PPR league, I'm going McNichols. If it's not, I probably just go Algier and hopefully he falls in the fucking end zone.
Yeah, it's just... I think it would be nuts if I see McNichols have a decent game over Chuba or Algier, so...
All right, that's going to be the one we're going to watch today.
All right.
Or tonight, because they played tonight. Dr. B's got another one here for us. Nico Worthy, sit one in a full PPR league. I have like a couple teams like this too, so this is tough.
These are all fantastic options. Let me see. I think I have T the lowest. No, I have Worthy 5 spots lower than him. So I'm going to go with Nika and T over Worthy, especially with Flacco playing.
I've struggled with Worthy. I've benched him in a couple of my leagues. Like, this is the prime matchup to play that type of guy, but he just hasn't hit yet. It's so tough on this one, man. I think I'm going to sit Worthy too, but I don't love it. It's between Worthy and T for me. I'm playing Nico for sure. But it'd be between T and Worthy for me. Like, do you want the higher over-under probably in the Bills-Chiefs game? Or, I mean, the Bengals and Bears isn't a, low under or anything like that. So, yeah, that's a tough one. That's almost like a flip a coin situation. Frostbane has one. Need one PPR with a 0.75 tight end premium. Marks, Bourne, Fant, or Bill?
See where I'm Bourne at. Because, Woody Marks is like in the 20s for me at RB. Bourne I don't have very, very high. I'm gonna go with Woody Marks.
Woody Marks, okay. I think I think I just go Marks as well. Like, he's probably like one spot ahead of me over Bill, so it'd be between Bill and Marks for me. I don't think you can go wrong with either guy though.
He's literally one spot ahead of me, ahead of Bill for Marks too. Right. So flip a coin.
All right, here we go. Super deep league. Roman Wilson, Jalen Noel, or Michael Carter half PPR. Who you like there?
Holy shit. Noel has looked pretty solid over the last couple of weeks, but Christian Kirk is back, and that can just completely, unfortunately, mess everything up when it comes to Noel. And they are playing against the who are the
Broncos.
Titans? The Texans are playing against the Broncos.
But no Pat Surtain, so I don't think they're as dangerous as normal, but they're still good.
That's true. Let me go with... I'd rather ride or die with... Well, Michael Carter is back. I want to kind of pretend like nothing happened. I kind of want to just play Carter. No?
Okay. No, I think it's between Noel and Carter for me. I ain't trusting Roman Wilson. Fuck that.
I didn't realize he really played for the Steelers, to be honest with you.
He caught a touchdown last week. It was his best game ever. So,
oh wow.
I think I'm just gonna lean Noel But I agree with you. Like Kirk's back, I could fuck that up. But I think I'm going with Jalen Noel is better than Christian Kirk, so hopefully they realize it and play him over him. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, I hope so too.
But I couldn't hate you if you played Carter. So it's between Noel and Carter for me, like literally a coin flip, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jeremy's got one half quarterback or 1-2 quarterback start sit. Picks one in each. So he has Flacco or Brissett, and then Mac Jones and Chuck. So Mac Jones is the winner there. So that one's easy.
Yes.
Let's go Flacco or Brissett. Who you going with there?
I'm gonna go with Brissett.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just with Flacco being a little bit older, going through that shoulder injury, in the prime matchup Jacoby has, I'm gonna go.
I'm with you too. I'm gonna go Brissett just because Flacco has the shoulder injury, one hit and he could be out of the game, and we're looking at Jake Browning again. So I'm with you. Let's go Brissett. Frostbane has one guillotine PPR league. T Higgins or DK Metcalf. So just for today, who do you think has a better game, T Higgins or DK Metcalf?
I think DK Metcalf is a top 12 play this week. So I'm gonna go with him over T, especially if Flacco gets hurt. Like it's gonna be kind of tough. I think maybe we see actually more of a Chase Brown kind of game. So I'm gonna go with that DK.
This is a good one.
50 and a half point game too against the Colts.
Yeah,
over under.
I think I'm with you. I'm gonna go Metcalf as well. I think that's pretty. Yeah, that's close, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go Metcalf as well. Cole World has another one for us. Sit one of these guys: Montgomery, Jacobs, or Monogny. Jacobs.
Yeah, especially if he plays. I'm gonna sit Demont.
That's where I'm at.
The crazy thing could be like a lot of their receivers are banged up for Chicago, so it's just like they can't just pass the ball. With Roma Dunze missing full week of practice, same thing with DJ Moore, same thing with Burden. So it's just like they might have
Swift
to.
and Burden are out, so
yeah, they might have to just run the ball a lot more than they feel comfortable.
Yeah, I'm sitting Montgomery here. Jacobs, like James Cook is still running from last week against the Panthers. So yeah, you're starting Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got Sam Darnold or Nix, and then Butte or Jawan Jennings in a full PPR. So who do you got for both of those?
I'm gonna go with Darnold over Nix. I know Nix has been looking a little bit better over the last few weeks, but Darnold has still looked really great. So I'm gonna go with him, and then Butte over Jennings.
Hey, who do you got on that one?
I'm gonna go with. So I have Butte at 4. I'm gonna go with Jawan Jennings. Yeah, I think they're gonna definitely have to. They really have to win this game. And Jennings, when he's cooking, like they're hard to stop between him and CMC and Kittle. So I just like the 49ers' chances this.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Darnold, and I'm going to go Butte. I like Darnold in his matchup this week. The linebackers for Washington are really bad. So, yeah, I'm going to go Darnold on that one. And Butte, like I mentioned earlier, like he's got a touchdown in 3 straight games. So, yeah, I'm going to go with him. Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason in a full PPR?
Aaron Jones. That full PPR really tilts the scales in Aaron Jones's favor as the pass catcher. So,
okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go Aaron Jones in a full PPR as well. PPR: Zay Jones or Jeremy McNichols. Interesting one here. Zay Jones has been playing really good with Brissett. I think I'm gonna lean Zay Jones personally.
I'm gonna trust you on this one. I've not seen all that much with the Zay Jones and Jeremy McNichols. So I'm gonna trust you on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Zay Jones has basically been their wide receiver too. Like Michael Wilson don't do shit. Well, Trey McBride obviously is there too, but he's like the third option in the passing game right now behind McBride and Harrison. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Right.
Here we go. Cole World, Laporta or Monogny in a half PPR league.
See where I have Laporta this week. Laporta is a top 10 option for me, so. Yeah, I'm going to go with Laporta on this one.
I think I'm.
Oh, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I go. I'm gonna go with the running back. I'm gonna go Monagna here, just because he's the only guy that they trust. Roshan's out too, so it's like Travis Homer's their backup. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Monagna here.
I'm flipping mine. I think you're actually right. I'm gonna go with mine.
Okay. All right, here we got need one guy to start here. Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Christian Watson, Jalen Coker.
Not Coker, unfortunately, as much as I love him. It was great to see Watson come back from injury and have a good game last week. But despite all of that, I think it's honestly between Pierce and Jacoby Myers. I'm going to go with Alec Pierce. It seems like every week he gets better and better and becomes a lot more legitimate weapon for the Colts, and just people need to start taking him a little bit more seriously. So I'm going to go with Alec Pierce. And I also just trust the Colts and Daniel Jones far more than Geno Smith, especially with Brock Bowers coming back.
I'm with you. I love Alec Pierce today. Steelers secondary is terrible.
Yeah.
And Pierce has been killing it. Like I have him in a bunch of prop bets today. So yeah, I'm going Alec Pierce as well.
Nice.
Patty's got another one here for us. Dart or Jaden Daniels tonight?
Wow, that's pretty crazy if you have to debate playing Jaden Daniels or not. I'm gonna go with Jaden Daniels, but it is a lot closer than I thought that would be. It would be possible. But yeah, Dart's looked really, really good. I only have him 2 spots ahead of Dart, so.
Okay. I'm going to go Jaden Daniels here. I think Jaden Daniels has a pretty good game coming back off the injury here. So, yeah, I'm going to go Jaden Daniels as well.
Yeah.
Here we go. Andre's got one for us. Aaron Jones or Bill, RB2 super flex. Everyone else I have is injured. So, Jones or Bill?
I have Bill 1 spot ahead of Aaron Jones. And I just think he just separates himself more from Rodriguez and McNichols than Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. I think it's a true. Well, actually, that's not necessarily the case, especially if they're losing. Aaron Jones could actually be more involved if the JJ McCarthy experience goes really, really bad. But I just kind of trust Jacory a little bit more than the Minnesota backfield.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I'm going to go Bill over Jones, but it's probably really, really close.
Yeah.
And then we had this fucking clown in the chat. Dude, we literally go through the questions one by one. Like, if you're going to be a little fucking douchebag and fucking say this shit in chat, go fuck off. Like, literally, get out of here.
Man. I missed that.
Answering this question because we already fucking answered it. Matt Collins, Turpin, Van Jefferson, Yoshi, Chris Moore. Pick one. Half PPR. Who are you picking?
Yoshi? Who the fuck is Yoshi?
I have no clue, actually. No
is Mario and Bowser in this too?
I'm guessing that.
Yoshi Boss. Give me. I've seen Van Jefferson dropped so many times today, so I don't want to play him. I want to play Matt Collins. I don't know, just by process of elimination.
I'm with you. I'm playing Matt Collins over Matthew Golden in the league. Me and Adam are doing that in our grind league. So, yeah, I'm going to play Matt Collins as well.
Well, what kind of leagues is DB in? Jesus.
Some fucking degenerate shit. All right, here we go. Daniel's got one for us. Final flex, Wandale, Marks, Jake Ferguson, Dowdle, Henderson, Butte, and a PPR. No point per carry, no tight end premium. What do you boys think? So, no extra stuff, no point per carry, no tight end premium, just straight up PPR. Who we starting in that final flex spot?
So for me, the 3 names that really stick out is Wandale, Jake Ferguson, and Hendo. And let me see where Wandale. I have Travion as a top 20 play. I have Ferguson as a top 10 at tight end. And Wandale is 33 for me. So I'm going to go with Travion Henderson. Okay. And then it would be Jake Ferguson and then Wandale in that order for me. But I know you like Butte this week, so.
Yeah, I mean, Henderson has the best opportunity with literally nobody behind him.
Yeah.
Dowdle, I like. Yeah, I like Dowdle, but he has a tougher matchup against Green Bay. Wandale's like the only receiver there for the Giants. I think I go with you. I think I go Henderson and just kind of hope and pray that he just gets there on volume. Like he had a good game last week. Finally, hopefully it continues. So, yeah, let's go with Henderson because Ramondre is out. Cole World's got another one. Half PPR, Laporta or David Montgomery in a half PPR.
Oof. I'm gonna go with Laporta. David Montgomery isn't barely a flex this week. So.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Laporta on this one. I think hopefully he gets the touchdown I'm hoping for over Montgomery. So yeah, I'm gonna go Laporta.
It's gonna be tough for Gibbs, JMO, and a third or a fourth guy to have a great game. So it's just like, is David Montgomery gonna have a bad game? Is it gonna be JMO? Is it gonna be Laporta? It could be any of those guys. So
yeah. JMO or Darius Slayton. It's JMO, easy for me.
See where I do have Slayton actually ranked in the top. I actually have JMO only one spot ahead of Slayton. Because you just never know with JMO. And Darius Slayton, I mean, it's just going to be him and Wandale and Theo Johnson. So any one of them can have a decent game. So, but yeah, I'm going to go with JMO.
Yeah, well, I think this one's pretty easy. Okay, here we go. Need one tight end to start, Laporta or Theo Johnson.
I have Laporta 2 spots ahead of Theo.
Oh, we have a little breaking news. Aaron Rodgers appears to have injured his throwing hand during pregame warmups. But doesn't say he's starting or anything like that, but
who the fuck is the backup? Is it what's his face that's been
Rudolph.
Forever?
Yeah, Mason Rudolph.
What was the question earlier we had with DK Metcalf and somebody else? Maybe just play the other guy.
Yeah, it was T. Higgins, yeah.
Yeah, maybe play T. Higgins. So
yeah, we'll have to monitor on that. If anybody in the chat sees anything that if Rodgers isn't going to start or whatnot, let us know, and we can make our adjustments accordingly that we need to.
I'm glad you have your notifications on because I don't look at my phone during the show. I would never have known.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I got to answer this. I think I'm just gonna play Laporta here. I think they score a lot of points today, so yeah, I'm gonna go Laporta. Cole World's got another one here for us. 2-point tight end premium, Barner or DK. I'm going AJ Barner. He's one of my favorite tight end plays this week.
Yeah, I have Barner outside of the top 15 for tight ends, actually. I think he does get a little bit of boost with Cooper Kupp being out, but let me see where I actually have DK. I think he's fully taken over the wide receiver 1 spot. But despite that, he's in the 40s for me. So yeah, go with Barner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barner just because the Washington got lit up by Travis Kelce last week at the tight end spot, and excuse me, both of their linebackers are just fucking slow and old now, Wagner and Luvu, and they are just not playing up to it. I think AJ Barner can eat against these guys, so I'm gonna go AJ Barner here, especially with the tight end premium. Crispy has one. Mac Hollins, Christian Kirk, Jonnu start 2 of these guys. Doesn't say if it's a tight end premium or anything.
Well, with that late news that breaking news, I don't want to really play Jonnu, especially with Pat Freiermuth also there. I'm just going to go roll the dice with Christian Kirk.
I'm going to go Mac Hollins. I like him today, especially over Kirk. I just don't trust him coming back. Jonnu, we talked about it on the grind last night. He doesn't have a game over 28 yards this year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So,
but hey, maybe that changes with a QB change. If Mason Rudolph does play, maybe things can always change. So
yeah, we'll have to look at that. But I'm going to go Mac Hollins there. Our guy Jay's got one. Brock or BTJ. So Brock Bowers or Brian Thomas Jr.
Not a dumb question. Because I think BTJ can finally be ranked as a top 10 play, but with Brock Bowers being back, I think he's a top 5 play at tight end. So I'm going to go with Brock Bowers over BTJ. But hopefully BTJ finally has a good game.
Okay. I think it's a really tough question. I think I'm going to go Brian Thomas Jr. as well, though. I think um, that's a really close one. I'm going to look up some Aaron Rodgers stuff while we're
All right.
on here.
Can we read the next question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, one flex to start. Pollard or Emmanuel Wilson? Man, you brought up such a great point earlier with it being a potential blowout. I mean, it could be the Emmanuel Wilson. What was it? Chris Brooks? Is there other RB?
Yeah, he's the third one. Yep.
But despite all that, I'm gonna go with Pollard. I'm so surprised they have not considered trading him away or Calvin Ridley. Like they're getting rid of like their younger corners before they get rid of all these old farts, but that's probably because no one really wants them. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Pollard.
Okay, yeah. So it was on the CBS pregame show. It seems like maybe taking snaps like from under center is what's bothering him, like the ball banging against his pinky. It looks like he may have, or his knuckle, something like that. He kind of banged it up. But when him throwing the ball, he looked fine. Like, he could still throw the ball. So maybe they do more shotgun plays, but I'm not too worried about that. So, you did this one, right? Pollard or Emmanuel Wilson. I think I'm going to go. I think I go Emmanuel Wilson too. That's who you went with, right?
No, I want Pollard.
You went Pollard.
And I also want Brock in the last one, even though you want BTJ. So
okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, the Rodgers thing has me all messed up. My feels. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Emmanuel Wilson on this one. I think he gets it done. Maybe more in like the second half, or they kind of give Jacobs a little bit of a rest. Like that Panthers defense was so bad last week. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Emmanuel Wilson here. Another one here. T-Law playing through an illness or Flacco with a shoulder injury in a 6-point per passing touchdown league.
I'm gonna go with Flacco. T-Law has looked terrible without an illness. I can only imagine how bad he plays with an illness. So, or maybe he's got the Tua effect. Tua missing an eye last week. He actually played the best game of his entire career. So maybe T-Law needs to have a flu game in order to play decent. So, but I'm gonna go with Flacco.
I think I'm gonna go T-Law on this one. Like, I think the shoulder injury is a little more worrisome for me than an illness for me. So I think I'm gonna go Trevor Lawrence here over Flacco.
Chase and T can do a lot. So
do you know if Max Crosby's playing or not?
That's a good question because I know he did show up on the injury report.
Well, yeah, he like left early against the Chiefs before their bye. Let's see if I could find anything on Max Crosby.
I completely agree. There's no one that makes me more disgusted.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on Max Crosby other than trade rumors, which he's not getting traded. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with T-Law on that one. I like him this week in a pretty good matchup. So. If you guys got any more questions, throw them in the chat here. We got about 6 more minutes. I do have one for you here. Okay. So I have 5 or 6 receivers actually for 4 spots. So I have, I think Drake London, Pickens, and Worthy I have in right now. I feel confident. I have DK in there right now. I have Jordan Addison and Tet McMillan on my bench. Do you like Tet over DK, Metcalf? Or Worthy?
DK Metcalf. I mean, if this is not really a serious injury with Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf was a top 12 play for me this week. So it's hard to play him. Totoro, I have with the Packers matchup is really tough. I have him in the mid-20s. And you said Addison. Addison I have below Tet. Worthy I have below Tet. So I would go with Pickens, Metcalf, and then who was your other guy? London? I'd go with all those guys ahead of them.
Okay, so you're sitting which one again? I'm sorry.
Do you have, 6 options? I have Pickens at 8. I have Metcalf at 12. I have London at 13. And then you said Nico?
No, Worthy or Tet.
I'm gonna play Tet over Worthy.
Tet
I know you
Worthy.
you talked
Okay.
about the matchup. This could be a Worthy week. Last week was a Kelsey week. This could be a Worthy week. I think it's close, but Tet is their. I don't know. He's just been playing so good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new on Rodgers here, but Aaron Rodgers just led them out of the tunnel, so yeah, I think he should be fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Aaron
Overthinking. Yeah.
Rodgers. Okay, so before, yeah. Underdogs reporting Aaron Rodgers took all of his normal reps in warmups, like he didn't miss any reps or anything. So I think I'm fine with Rodgers. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
I think
Good.
that's going to be a little bit of a higher scoring game today. So,
Okay.
we did get a couple more here. Jay's got another one. Bam or J.K. Dobbins in a 2 PPR league.
I'm gonna go with Bam Knight.
Yeah, I'm with you on Bam. He's got a good matchup today or Monday.
He's not playing the Texans defense. That's
Yeah. Gitz has one. Dobbins, Brashard Smith, or Woody Marks at RB2.
this one. I'm gonna go with Dobbins over Woody Marks. Woody Marks says they both have tough matchups, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
go
I
with
like
Dobbins.
Marks a little bit more because he does catch the ball. So like I said, he has 3 or 4 catch. I think I'm gonna go Marks over Dobbins. I think it's really close though. You could probably flip a coin on it. Any news on Judkins? No, they've been on bye, so you don't really get much of an update there. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming he's going to be fine coming out of the bye. I'm not worried about Quinshawn at all, really.
but Dylan Sampson, I think, is one of the best handcuffs you can have in fantasy football. EV when he had those few opportunities, the backfield on himself, he's actually looked pretty solid. So you don't want to have too many players on the Browns, but Dylan Sampson and Judkins are one.
One of our guys, Jeff Mueller, doctor on X, he says seems okay from what he saw from the video, but not much video to go off of. My guess is the same as Tony Romo. Seems like Aaron Rodgers jammed either his pinky or ring finger on practice snaps. Might make deep throws an issue, but could also just be nothing. Would be more concerned if it was rainy, very cold. So I agree with him. I'm not worried about Aaron Rodgers. So I'm not. Don't take Aaron Rodgers out of your lineups or panic or change DK Metcalf or anything like that.
Yeah, that's actually what happened with one of my pinkies. That's why it looks like this, because I got completely jammed. This part of my finger was on next to this part of my finger.
Nice.
It's rough.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us this week, guys. Appreciate everybody for tapping in and all the questions. T-Rock, always appreciate you joining me on this one. Let's go rapid fire here. Who's your top quarterback, running back, receiver on the weeks?
It's hard to pick against Mahomes Allen. That's going to be probably the game of the week with the Chiefs. And then RB, it's also hard to pick against Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey. I mean,
Yeah.
those guys have been absolutely amazing. Puka Nacua is back. So let's see him, have an amazing game with Stafford, who's been playing.
Jamar Chase catching 95 balls a game.
Yeah, Jamar Chase have right after Puka Nacua. And then, Trey McBride, Tucker Kraft are in a game. It's a league of their own. And then that last question, Ingram or Chuba, I'm going to go with Ingram.
I'm going Ingram pretty easy.
Yeah.
Over Chuba for me, especially with the tight end premium.
Do you have any different guys?
No, I think I kind of agree with you mostly on the quarterbacks. I could see Drake May having a big game.
Yeah.
If the Packers decide to throw the ball instead of run the ball, I could see Jordan Love having a big game. Stafford could have a monster game. Running back wise,
Herbert's playing the Titans.
Yeah, like Herbert could go crazy. Like I sat Lamar Jackson to play Herbert in one of my higher stakes leagues this week.
There you go.
It sucked to sit Lamar. He's had 4 touchdowns, so it kind of sucks. I got 30 points on my bench, but I think Herbert can at least get to the mid-20s for me, so I'm not like too worried about it.
I forgot to play him in a league. I'm playing Daniel Jones, who's still like a decent play.
Yeah,
but
that was the other guy I was going to mention. Daniel Jones, I could see having a big game. Running backs, McCaffrey, Taylor are probably 2 of your favorites. Josh Jacobs, I really like. I could see Kyron having a monster game too against the Saints. at home, coming off of a bye. I could see Kyron Williams having a really good game. Receivers, I mean, you mentioned the main guys, Puka, Jamar Chase, like CeeDee Lamb
JSN.
against the Cardinals, JSN against Washington tonight. I do like Nico against the Broncos without Surtain. I think that helps him a lot. BTJ off the bye. Hopefully he gets going. No Travis Hunter. So yeah, there's some good options today for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. At Eric Vanek NFL on X, at TRock5220 on X as well. Follow us there. We'll be back with you guys next week for week 10. Already at the double-digit weeks, T-Rock. So, appreciate everybody. Yep, appreciate all you guys, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Peace, guys.